You never know what the Lord is doing behind closed doors. Like there's just so much that we don't see in the spiritual and in the physical that God could be doing that we just are physically not in front of. We don't see it happening. We don't know that it's happening. And so during the times of silence where you feel like God is just being really quiet about a certain prayer, we have no idea all the trillions and millions and thousands of things that God could be doing behind the scenes in the background that we're just simply not seeing. And so just because we don't see it doesn't mean that it's not real, doesn't mean that it's not happening. That goes for God himself. Like, just because we physically can't see him standing in front of us doesn't mean that he's not real. And so I think that also comes very hand in hand with the way that he works. This invisible God, if we can't physically see him, do we still have faith that he exists? Yes, because we've seen the effects that he's had in our life. There's this analogy that I've heard that God is like the wind, where it's like, you know that the wind exists. Can you see it? No, but you can see the effects that the wind has around you. That's how you know that it does exist. You can feel it. You can feel the wind. You can see how the wind makes the trees, leaves, ruffle, and like you see the clouds moving in the sky. It's like, yes, wind exists and we see the effects and we feel wind, but we don't see a physical wind. You know what I mean? That's how God is, where it's like, okay, we don't see God physically, but we do know that he exists because we see the effects that he has on our life, and then also we feel him. We do feel him. And I think that if that's the type of God that we serve, it shouldn't shock us that that's also the way that he moves, where we may not see the way that he moves, but it doesn't mean that it's not real. It doesn't mean that it's not happening.